Hey there, YouTube. Doc's Motorcycle Service. Rah, 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 rah. Welcome back to the shop. Okay, so this is benches and switches part 2. Part deuce. In the previous video, we started pulling cable and putting boxes up. And there's a little link to that video right here. There's a dragonfly. Comes flying in at my feet. That was unexpected. Dude, you need to get on out of here. Get. Alright, well, we'll see if he buzzes my YouTube, look, man, I'm just like you. When something be coming at me and I ain't expecting it, I'm like, what was that? Here we are in the timeline of the building, probably the last week of February. And in the previous video, we worked on this wall here. The right wall, and we worked down the back wall, pulling cable, putting boxes up. I think we may have gotten a few boxes on the front wall, and we had started thinking about the exterior lights. And the exterior lights posed us a little bit of problem, because what we were doing here was I was pulling my electrician down on the weekends and on his days off to do what we had. Supply issues were a bear. I mean, we could get boxes, which are the square pieces, but we couldn't get face plates for them. So we really couldn't we couldn't finish a box. And it's a long story. Anyway, you know, you were here through all that. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to pull more MC cable. We're going to get some lights up. And we're going to keep marching forward. I think if you're keeping up with the series, there's going to be one more boxes and switches video after this one, and then we're going to roll into the floor covering, the epoxy floor covering video, and then we're going to have one last video that is called workbench and walls. And we're going to show you how we put the workbench in, and we're going to show you how we put some wall covering up. And that was a bit of a challenge too, so I would tell you, if you've been hanging on, stick around for that one, because that one was a bit challenging to get us where we needed to be at. So let's get at it, YouTube. Woo, doggy YouTube. We were busy today. This is the end of what I want to say is day 2. You can see what we did here. We got a lot more breakers in the cabinet. We got our double pole 20 amp for the compressor. We got 20 amperes up here, and you can see all the additional lines we pulled. We got all of these closed up, and they're all hot all the way down this wall, all the way down this wall here. Now this one and this one over here are going to be our 220s. So we pulled the wires to the cabinet, to the breaker cabinet, but we've not tied them in yet, because each one of these is going to require another double pole 20 amp. And I'm getting ready to head out and make that supply run. Right here is what the inside of the compressor disconnect looks like. So moving on over here, we got got this one closed up. We ran a loop up here for the TV. On this wall over here, we have we pulled a new line coming out of the top, and it runs right down this beam here. You can probably see just pieces of it. Comes over here, and it comes down. It's making this panel, this box hot. We have a loop going out of that to our exterior box. We thought about that, and we were like, you know, there's probably going to be an opportunity one day where we're going to want to do something outside, and we don't want to run a cord under the door. So this one, and this one are now hot. We need to pull another line from the panel coming in up here at the top, just like this one, and it's going to tie into this box. And that box is already looped into that box. Need another cover for that box like we have over here. And the front wall, now we have to pull power from this to this box from the breaker, which I've already tied in here and already tied in here. So the 2 boxes on the bottom will get their power out of that box there. And we've pulled line from the switch blocks. We're gonna swap this out. Right now we got interior lights and power to the exterior light. We're gonna swap this out and put a total of 4 switches in here. The first switch is gonna be the exterior lights. The second switch is gonna be the bay lights, which you see lit now. Basically bay 2, bay 3, and bay 4 respectfully. The other 2 switches are going to turn on the bar lights, and the bar lights are going to be these lights up here, which we have another set to go right here, and from here over to here is going to be the power for some 6-foot power strips that I'm going to put my neons into. Over time I have collected a lot of stuff for the day, this day, or a day very near to the future, where we're going to turn this into a bar. I don't want to call it a man cave because I don't need a cave to make me a man, but I do want a recreational area out here, a place where me and my boys can sit down and have a tasty beverage. And I got some good plans for this area. It's going to be considerably different than the rest of the shop, and I'll fill you in on that as we go. But there you go. So what do we have left? We need to pull 2 lines from there, 1 to here, 1 to up there. Need another faceplate right here on this dot. I don't know if you can see it. That little dot right there, we're going to put an exterior light. And so what we're going to have to do is run a 2x4 across here to make a brace for a box like this that mounts with these brackets to turn sideways and mount up to the bottom of that. Over here, the lights that we have chosen to be the exterior lights, one needs to go about right here, and the other one needs to go right about there. And since we don't have beams like these 2 over here, we're going to use this as the height standard. Put another one of those boxes up against that, poke a hole through the outside to gain access so the light will mount up to it. So whatever this height is here, we're going to measure that, and then we're going to come right over here and we're going to tie in another 2x4. So the box like this with these brackets on it, turned sideways with the brackets this way, will mount up to the bottom of that 2x4 up there to provide the weight for the exterior lights. So YouTube, by gosh, it's been a long day. I'm tired. We started this morning about 8:30 and it's now about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I've spent too much time on a ladder. So we're gonna call this good. All right, well there you go. It's a lot of progress on that day. A lot of progress on that day. And you know, having light in here made the difference in getting a lot of the stuff done, because I mean, I know all y'all got perfect eyesight, right? But some of us old men don't have perfect eyesight. So the more light we have, the better we can see, the better job we're going to do. All right, YouTube, I appreciate you. Stick around. Look for the next video. I'll be a little link popping up right here to it. And as always, rate, comment, and share. Ride safe, handle your business, and save some money. And cut!